So what's up, YouTube? Don't mind the gloves. I'm about to put bushings and stuff into the leaf springs and then the shackles. So, but yeah, I got just a little update. But yeah, I got some stuff back from powder coating. I got the what you call it, the body mounts that I needed so desperately, so I can get this thing finally bolted onto the chassis. So that way that's done and dusted and I don't have to worry about that ever again. So that way she's bolted on there, I can jump in there, wiggle around, do all the stuff under the dash, put the interior in, doors on, that kind of stuff. But yeah, so I got those back. I got the later model spindles back. That's an engine bracket for like between the alternator and whatnot on the 3rd gen Hemi. Leaf springs, motor mounts. I think those are like the core support brackets, like that swoop down underneath in front of the chassis. And then I got the heat shield back, or the dust shields back, and then my modified mount from the Holly kit. So I got that all modified and good to go. So that motor trans bolts in there now. So that's all good to go. And then I got, what else did I do? As you see, I got the chassis dropped back down and the engine and trans out of the truck. So that way I can get everything kind of sort of broken down again. I need to get the booster back off, and then I need to do all my filler work and whatnot on the front. And then I'm gonna get like a not like a hot rod kit or anything like that, but I'm gonna go to my local paint store and get enough paint just to paint the firewall from like probably like this door jamb forward. I might go off this line, but we'll see. Maybe I'll come back in here and paint all that too. But I'm just gonna do like a single stage. It doesn't need to be fancy and super vibrant in color or have a clear on it. I'm not worried about that. Single stage is gonna be good enough, because I mean this was all like a flat. I mean this might even have been a single stage from the factory. I'm not sure, but I mean I'm not too worried about that. So then that way I get the chassis painted, which I have to do after I get the motor mounts on, or body mounts on, because I still have to drill these ones out. So I still have to drill these ones out because these were pretty much just rusted away, but they're rusted away in a fashion that I could just cut it out and then replace it with metal, weld it in there, and then just re-drill my holes. So the whole mount wasn't roached out, so I was able to save them and then just re-weld the plate in. But now I need to re-drill the holes for the body mounts. So those will be the things on the list today of things to do, is start putting some things together, cleaning some more things up. I did get some sound deadener inside of there. Don't mind the plastic sheet that's for the cover for this when I'm doing dirty work in here. So, but yeah, that's where I'm at right now. So we'll just keep chipping away on it and hopefully get this thing on the ground maybe in the next few days or so. But this video will probably be broken up and we'll go from there. It won't be one large video. I'll probably do a couple small videos. But yeah, so we'll get right into it and start putting stuff together and putting stuff maybe on the truck. We'll see, because I still have to final paint it one more time. So we'll get into that, and then I'll see you guys when I get a little bit more back to report. So I'll see you then. What's up? So catch you guys back up to where I'm at, because I like to just crank the radio and get going. But I mean, it doesn't look like I did much, but it was definitely a lot of work because I've been out here all day. But I got the chassis repainted. That's all good to go. I did the top and the bottom. I re-drilled out the holes. Re-drilled out the holes for the body mounts. I got all that done. I got the leaf springs back together. I still need to do the clamps on them and tighten them up and all that kind of stuff, but they're just kind of on. Everything's all still kind of a little wet, but you know, it is what it is. So everything's painted, good to go. My powder coating pile is already pretty small, which is pretty nice. Like, that's always a good thing to see, getting powder coated parts in and then they going straight on the vehicle. So that's fun. And then I also got the these spindles all put together and ready to go on there. I mean, I'll obviously need to get brakes and brake pads and stuff like that. One thing is I forget who I was watching on YouTube, but they recommended that Evaporust stuff that you get from Harbor Freight, and that stuff is amazing. Like every time I use that stuff, I'm still pretty dumbfounded on how well it takes the rust off of everything. So if you guys do this stuff like I do and you're doing the same shit, definitely get you some of that Evaporust and just throw it in there for a couple weeks, forget about it, come back, I mean, and then start putting the stuff together, and then next thing you know, have clean hardware. And then you could just either throw it on there like that or spray paint it and then put it back on there, because that's what I'm going to do. I'm not going to send them out to get zinked or anything silly like that. But yeah, I'll probably just rattle can those and get those on there. But that should be it for today. I'll catch back up with you guys on the next day or so, or whenever I get more done. So I'll see you then. Hey, what's up, YouTube? So I got a little bit of an update. It seems like I didn't do much, but I'm kind of cleaning as I'm going as well, because I trashed this place with, like, pretty much my toolbox was out in here. So I've been cleaning as I'm going, doing little fine details on the truck, getting the bolts and all the stuff for the suspension, wire wheel down and cleaned and painted, because when you put it in that Evaporust, like, it definitely kills all the rust, but it leaves like a film on there. So I knock the film down, get all of it off, and then I paint everything, and it turns out really well. But yeah, I know you guys seen this already, but I got the leaf springs completely done. So I got the clamps on there, and then like I did energy suspension. I did like little pads underneath there. They don't make those for the Dakota. They don't make like a kit to restore the leaf springs. So like I just measured them and ended up being like a Camaro or something like that. So I made those, and then I just cut them down. This is what they were right here. Oop. So this is what they were. This is what they look like before. So then I just cut them down and then cut these little bumps off, and then that's what they ended up happening to make those work. And then I also got these little sliders for the end. So I got these little sliders for the end, and then got those on there. Those just popped right in. Those came in like a pack of 10, and they were pretty cheap. It was actually, they wanted like $500 for leaf springs for the back of these things, and I was like, no, because these leaf springs weren't in terrible shape, but they weren't in great shape. They're pitted just like everything else on this truck. So I mean, but they're not excessively pitted to where like I'd be concerned about them falling apart or anything like that, or bending. But yeah, so I got those rebuilt completely, put back together. I left the bolt on there yet because I'll have to trim that down once I actually get the axle on there and leaf spring or the U-bolts and all that stuff. I'm working on putting the gas tank in, so that's another thing that I'm trying to knock out, because I'm still waiting on the rear end from my powder coat guy. I'm not getting the rear end powder coated, but he's sanding and blasted it for me. And since it's so bad weather here right now, he doesn't sandblast stuff when it's wet and nasty out, because otherwise it'll, surface rust and whatnot. So hopefully I get that in the next couple days, so then I can get that in there and then get it bolted in and, all that kind of fancy stuff. Well, actually probably leave it out until I get the gas tank in there, but this is what I'm doing with the gas tank. So I got my little template of like what that clamps into. So I'm going to be doing that and then making it so it, goes like it does factory. And the same for there. I'll just do it like that. But I need a silver pen or Sharpie, because I can't obviously write on there with the black Sharpie. And I tried hitting it with an SOS pad to take the Pour 15 off there, but it wasn't taking off, which I really enjoy about the Pour 15 or the Chassis Saver, is it's a very hard, durable coating. So, I mean, it might not withstand like direct sunlight, and you know, it might get chipped here and there and going down the road, but then you just slap some more paint on there and away you go. But yeah, she's all painted, ready to go. I haven't done anything with the front yet, but the cab is officially bolted on the chassis on all 4 corners. So the cab is done and not coming off anymore. So I think that'll be good for today. I'm not sure where this video is going to end up as far as lengthways, whether this is going to be the end of the video or if it's going to be just another day I add into the video. But yeah, so we'll call it for today. But if I don't add more to the video, this will be the end of the video. And with that, I'll see you guys later and peace out, or we'll tie it into day 3. So see you later. Hey, what's up, YouTube? Just a little quick update, and then I'm gonna wrap up this video because I've been slacking on getting videos out because I've been kind of slacking on the project, but a little bit here and there. But yeah, so I got the rear end in, so that's a big step back on 2 wheels. There's no sustenance there. There's no brake lines. There's no fuel lines. There's none of that. But yeah, that's all. That'll all come in due time, because the bed's going to be like one of the last things to go on. So I'm not worried about, you know, getting anything done back here as far as brake lines and stuff. That'll all come when I get the engine and trans in. But yeah, so the next thing on the list is going to be cleaning up the motor and the trans. And you guys don't need to be watching me do that. So I'm just going to wrap this video up here, just to let you guys kind of know where I'm at. But yeah, everything's going well, and we'll call it a day, and I'll start another video and update you guys when I get another chunk done, which will probably be the motor and trans in. But I still need to paint the firewall, but you know, I'm gonna keep rambling. But yeah, I'll update you guys when I get that far. So that'll probably be the next video of me getting the motor trans in, getting the firewall painted, you know, all that kind of stuff, and getting caught up with that. So until then, I'll see you guys in the next one, and peace out.